Come, come, young one. Let me share with you the tale of the Smiths. Many eons ago, a race of beings called the Forgeborn were brought into this world. They were wild and fierce, and they roamed the world seeking carnage. A village in the land of Foroman became the subject of destruction, until the Smiths, who were strong and cunning, came to their aid. Unprepared, the Forgeborn were wounded and set out to spread the word to their brothers and sisters, who decided to test the might of the Smiths. In preparation, the Smiths gave the villagers armor, weapons, and the training required to defeat them. Thanks to the Smiths' guidance and wares, the Forgeborn were doomed to spend their days in captivity. Now that they had their newfound freedom, the villagers were finally able to expand their domain and to create kingdoms that were ruled by the Council of the Master Smiths. With focus elsewhere, the Forgeborn took advantage of the people's complacency and worked together to fabricate a weapon of their own design. Who was a near-perfect replica of a Mastersmith, was made to become a member of the Council of Mastersmiths and to disrupt the progress they had made. In no time, disagreements arose and the kingdoms were split. Thus became the Solorsmiths of the north, the Ironsmiths of the east, and the Shadowsmiths of the west. With their alliance in shambles, the Forgeborn were able to escape their bonds and were released, taking new forms to immerse themselves in this new world. But do not be afraid, young one. There is yet another tale that says, we shall be saved by a new smith who will unite the kingdoms and defeat the Forgeborn once more. Oh, so the story goes.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? It is the 4th of March. It's the 4th of March. We're gonna be working on the some more otter stuff. Just kind of hanging out, doing that type of jazz, and yeah. Oh, that's compression glove. That's not the thing I need. Is that what I need? That's not what I need. I have my. Huh. All right. Well, I don't have that. I guess that's fine. Yeah. How you guys doing? What's happening? What's up, Keon? How are you doing? Yeah, we're continuing to work on the otter guy, because obviously this is not gonna work out very well for us right now. Let's see. Let's open this up. What you been up to today, dude? There we go. Bam. Slide over. Bam. All right. Sweet. All right, let's figure out how we're gonna get this going. All right, let's see. So, obviously, everything is way too squished here. So, let's try and move this out a bit more. I'm actually gonna turn off the eyes and ears for a second, just to try to get these forms down a little bit better. So, let's see. Let's try widening this out a bit. Trying to find the balance for work and everything else, you know what I mean? Trying to figure out how to go about doing that. Let's see. Let's bring this down a bit. I did have the other head from the other file that I might just go back and use as well, but we'll see how this goes first. Because I already put in all that work for that other thing. It would kind of suck to not have it. I feel like this divot is way too strong here as well. Let's do that. Smooth this up a bit. Oh, that's wrong. There we go. Smooth this up a bit because it's a little too all over the place. Okay. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Oh. Let's do that. It's almost like there's this like section here. So I don't know how to. Oh, well, I guess we'll just do this real quick. So it looks like we have like this, and then let's see. Here and here. So there's like 2 boxes there. And then maybe right here as well. Trying to build out some of these forms here. How I want to go about this. Okay. And then that's kind of put on top of this elongated one here. So maybe I just need to start with that and go from there. So let's do a new, let's append a cube in here. Do that. Let's try to build this out real quick, just from what we can see here. Turn the symmetry on. I'm going to stretch this out a little bit. And then let's drag another one here. There we go. I'm going to angle it down a little bit here. Probably, let's see, that's like right here-ish, I want to say. Let's do another one. We'll shrink it down a good bit. Bring it up here. Let's turn this on. Oh, but it's all the same tool, so it's not going to matter anyway. Okay, do something like that. And then we'll drag another one down here. And this one will make a little bit bigger than that. And kind of in line with it relatively. Do something like this. Because that almost touches that too. So we can go that there. And then bring another one in here. Make it smaller. And out a little bit more like that. And it kind of has this like downward angle here. So I'm going to try to replicate that right here with this. There we go. And then let's make this cheek shape. There we go. Let's make it bigger than those. It's going to go up here. And this is actually, yeah, wider than that. So I'm going to do this. A little bit thinner here, though. And then let's shrink it down a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. This is probably going to look really funky on the side here, but I feel like it's getting towards the right area here, at least. And then I'm going to create another one. And let's shrink it. Ooh. Let's shrink it down a bit. But it's pretty much actually online with this, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm just going to elongate it a good bit. And bring it out here. There we go, something like that. I like that. Okay, so now that we have that, kind of look at it from this angle now. Let's do that. We'll do an auto group. So that way they're all separated. There we go. And let's go find another one. we'll do this head-on kind of shot here. And right here, let's see, we have our cube for the nose. Oh, there we go. We have our cube for the nose here. Let me zoom in a bit. So we have this. Let me actually move this over because right now it's interfering with some of this stuff. Okay, so we have our cube for the nose here. It's kind of long, more rectangular, I guess. Same thing with this. This one goes to about here, and then this one is much larger here, which I feel like I could almost separate it out into two different ones. That might be the better call. Let's do a cube here, and then a big one here, big one here, and then this. Actually, let me just erase this, and then I'll just go in here with this right here. Just like that. Yeah, I already have the cube that is encompassing this one here. This one goes... Oh, it's too big. This one goes here. Okay. This one kind of goes off to the side here. And then this is that cheek one. Do something like that. Okay, let's see how this goes. So this one right here, I'm going to... how do I want to do this one? Let me actually do this. Oh. Just like that. And we're going to... Actually, let's just do this. I'm going to take this, turn off symmetry, bring it over here, and then I'll do a mirror and... Oh. Just mirror? Oh, no. Mirror and weld? There we go. Okay. That works. Okay. And now I can activate the symmetry again, and now it's working a lot better. There we go. Okay. Let's also do an auto groups real quick again, so that's all separated out. Okay. Let's see. Let's make this a little bit smaller there. Let's select the nose. I want to widen that a good bit, because that is very rectangular as well. Let's make it a little bit bigger here. And I haven't really seen this method anywhere, which doesn't necessarily mean it's a good one, but it's something that I kind of wanted to try. I've been doing this a lot for 2D work, and it's been working well for me, so I wanted to see how it would work in 3D as well, you know? Let's do this. How far does this go down? Oh, it goes really far down. So, yeah, because there's that, and it goes up even higher than that, so. How far does it go outwards? Pretty decent amount. There we go. Something more like that, which is a lot bigger than what we had before, I think, yeah. But I also need to drag it out more. There you go. I might have to revisit that angle, but that's fine. It's kind of the whole point of all this. Okay. Let's see. Let's select this. And I'm going to bring that in a bit. Let's expand it out because it goes past the nose. It goes right over to the the eye area, which I'm going to assume is like basically kind of right here-ish. I'm going to go here. Uh-oh. Let's see. Let me actually do this. Oh, hello. I don't know why it's not just selecting it. Hello? Let's try this then. There we go. I was hitting the wrong buttons, that's why. There we go. Let's do group visible. There we go. So now when I go into here and I select it, there we go. Now it's better. Let's do this. How far does it go out from the neck? Or from there. Okay. It goes out pretty close, actually. Not the neck, but the head here. Let's do that. Bring it together a little bit more. It's also really close to the nose, so let me bring it up a little bit as well. Okay, I'm liking that so far. Let's select this here. These are the cheeks. Yeah, okay, so what I'm actually gonna do here is turn off my symmetry again. And I'm going to do the same thing with the mirror and weld. There we go. And then shrink it up a bit. Bam. Send it home so it's in the center there. Let's move this like that. Oh, I didn't have my fucking symmetry on. That would be why it's not doing the things I wanted it to do. That's fine. I needed to move it anyway, so that works out. Let's do that. Okay, let's see. Let's figure this out. Let's rotate it. Let's go like sideways a bit and up. Something like that. Let's see. Oop, that's fine. It's there. Bam. Okay. Sweet. I think we're getting somewhere. Down, in, around. Okay. How high up does that go? It goes up to the eyes for the cheeks. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I want to grab that. There we go. There we go. So try something more like that, I guess. And what was this one here? I mean, that's the neck, but what was the... Let's do that. Make it wider. It's basically the same as the head. Not much of a difference between the two. Although, I feel like I'm missing something here. What is this one? Oh, I think that was just the main, like, front muzzle area in the first place. So I'm going to widen that a bit as well. Yeah, it's right there with the eyes and everything, too. Let's oh, where am I doing with this? Oh, interesting. Oh. Let's elongate this. Let's raise it up and rotate it a bit. There we go. Something like that would be good. It might need to move a little bit, actually. So having something more like this, so that way it goes with the cheek there. Okay, and let's create a copy. Actually, let's undo that. Let's select these, because I need 2 of them. Create a copy, shrink it down, move it off to the side here. And this needs to go here. Okay. I actually need to take this one, raise it up, and I need to rotate it like this. And move it in. Let's do something like this. Yeah. Although it doesn't need to be as wide here to be able to coincide with that. Let's bring it back a little. Something like this. Select these these eyes, dude. These fucking scary ass eyes. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Let's do an auto group here. And get off of this tool so I can do this, and then we'll group visible. Forgot to do this when I was doing the things. Go back to our movement tool. Let's move this in a... Oh, nope, that's selecting everything. Select this, we'll move it in a bit. There we go. I'm going to reposition that there. Do all that nonsense. There we go. Okay, so how do I want... Where do I want this at? Let's see. That is going straight down here. So it's about the center of that ish. So it needs to come in. There we go. Something like that. Maybe a little bit to the outside of it. Something like that, maybe. That's decent. Okay. And then I had the eyebrows, which I'll probably just pull from this. So let me make a copy here, and we'll do group visible. Oh, no. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. Undo group masked. Oh, no. Now group masked. There we go. Okay. I have to play around with the things here. Okay. Now we're good. Now I can extend these out a bit. And kind of at a slight angle. More just to identify that there's that kind of S shape happening there I was talking about before. So let's bring that in. Let's extend it a little bit. Right there. There we go. Something like this. Yeah. Why not? I can do something. That does go like towards the edge of the head though. So it's pretty big actually. There we go. Something like that. I might want to make the eyes larger as well. Yeah. There we go. Let's bring this up a little bit as well. Okay. That covers that. And then the head needs to get taller for sure. Oh. Let's bring the thing down here. And we'll extend it upwards more. Not a whole lot, though, to be honest. It's like kind of like right here-ish, I would say. Although, I think it is wider. Yeah, something like this. And then I feel like I need to select these guys. Oh. And then, oh, shit. Okay, so I have this. I need to do this. Oh, wrong thing. I need to grab this and this. Do that. Mask it. Bam. Group masked. And now I can go in and move it around as a pair. Let's do that. Bam. And let's move this out a bit. I think I need to rotate it more. Something like that. Yeah. That'll be fine, I think. Sweet. Sweet, sweet. Hey, what's up, Bet? How are you? And I think I'm actually going to also duplicate this up. Let's do this. Group masked. There we go. And let's make these little ears here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oops. There we go. And they go up and out kind of right there. Let me make this a little bit thinner as well. There you go, something like that. Cut this around a bit. You can see a decent amount of the inside, fun enough. Okay, let's do that. Bam. I think it might be a little bit too small. It kind of interferes with the cheeks a bit, actually. So, yeah, it needs to get larger. Bam. And it goes a little bit up. Oh, wait. Is it at the eyebrow level? It's a little bit above the eyebrow? No. Yeah? Yeah, it is. Okay. I'm not crazy. So, decent size ears, for sure. Something like that, I think. Because it also cuts right here under the eye. So maybe I need to move this up and shrink it down a bit. Let's move this out here. make it a little bit bigger, actually. Bam. Cool. Something like that, maybe. Sit me here next to Britney Spears. Oh. Oh. Let's do that. Bam. Bam. Okay. What are we up to today? Working on the otter some more. Oh, no. Wait, go back. God damn it. Working on the otter some more. Oh, you want to hop in the Discord? I'm Slim Shady. Yes, I'm the real Shady. Let's do this. In... Actually, I'm going to drag these over here. Funny enough, I accidentally made the ears complement each other in the opposite ways. Go. It goes right at the bottom of the eye there, and a little bit above there. There we go. Sweet. Okay. I like that. Give you a minute. Cool. Is it Slim Shady lurking? They could be working at Burger King, sitting on your onion wings. Screaming, I don't give a fuck with the system down and the system up. There we go. Okay, so got that. That's looking good. It's funny how you can just do it with some boxes, man. It's cool. I need something under the eyes here, which I feel like needs to be this piece here. So let me select. Oh, let me select that. Oh, wrong thing. No, no. There we go. I need to bring this up more. Maybe. Yeah, I need to widen it. There we go. Drag it down a little bit. That needs to intersect with the cheek some more. Something like that. Okay. Looking good so far. I think I had a decent reference. Oh, that might be in the topology stuff, actually. Let me put that off to the side and let me take a look at this, because I feel like I had a decent reference for something like that. Oh, that's not bad. What was that? Just showing, like, the forms of the face, you know what I mean? I am trying to figure out how to do this, like... I don't know if it'll show it right. Oh. I mean, I'm trying to... Will it show my hovering? It won't. I am trying to figure out how to do this right here. This whole, like, side cheek hair thing. I don't like the way that they're doing it here. Personally. I feel like that's just not the direction I want to go in with it. It looks a little too separate. And it kind of leans too much into that furry realm. I gotta figure out how to do that side, like, cheek fluff hair thing, though. Kind of like this one, I guess, on the left-hand side. The blue isn't bad, I guess, you know, the way it sticks out like that. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I think we're starting to get into some weird territory here. Let me go to the fucking topology tab here.
Let's see, can you hear me?
I can. Oh, I do like those. Can you hear me?
And I can see that you're talking, but I can't hear anything.
Testing, 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 test, testing, 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 test, testing, test, testing, test, 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 testing, test, testing, testing, test, 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 testing, test, test, testing, test, test, testing, test, 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 testing, test, testing, testing, testing. Okay. I feel like I had something that was really good for this. And now I can't find it. Let me look up the bear mask, I think it is. Something like that. 3D. That's not bad. Shows the forms and everything pretty decently. That's kind of nice. I like that wolf mask right here. This is sweet. I need to get I need to make an otter version of this, dude. That'd be sweet. Otter Oni mask. That'd be cool. Okay, that's not helping there. Let's see, we do 3D metal. It was something that I saw in like my miniverse, I think, at one point. What's up, Sam? Didn't think I'd be vibing to someone saying testing. Oh, here it is. Oh yeah, found it. This right here kind of gives me some good forms to work with, you know? See if I could find one that fits better. Everything's a bot. Oh, that's good. I like that. That's nice. Yeah, I will download that as well. Not the right animal, but I can adjust the proportions as necessary. I think that'll be fun. I actually think I have something to be able to like do for this. So I think I'm going to do that. But use this as some reference for the forms overall. So I think this is pretty much it. Let me see if there's anything I'm missing here. Let me check the other angles, I guess, real quick. That'd be smart. Let's do side angle here. Let's do the eraser. See how we're looking here. So this actually, this form right here. Okay, so it's a good thing I did this. Oh, excuse me. Because I need to do this. And needs to be... Let's see. Definitely needs to be more... Let's drag this up here. Extend it out more. It needs to be back a little bit. Maybe even curved out a little bit more. And it kind of pushes like up into the eye area a good bit. So let me make it a little bit wider here as well. We'll bring it up here because the eyebrows almost kind of like intersect with it. I'll do that in a second though. Let me bring this back behind the ear a little bit more. Something like that. and maybe angle it up a bit because it's going. Is that going too low? Might be. I think this needs to get angled up more because that kind of angles down.
Now?
Oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Because just having headphone issues. I've changed headphones 3 times.
Sweet. Okay, so that with the nose here. Oh. So that right there. Which means that right there. So this needs to move back a bit. Okay. And this is angled like that, which is good there. I like that. That is not completely accurate, but I think it'll do for right now. How are you?
Good. I've got a cat in my lap right now.
Oh, fun. It's always a good time.
Yes. She's enjoying this new place, I think. She's a lot more adventurous.
Oh, yeah. Not as stagnant.
I think she was really just comfortable sitting in her cat tree at the old house and didn't really care to adventure out beyond that.
Fair.
But now she has more places she can hide and she can go up and down the stairs, which is good because she's a chubby little old lady.
She's living her best life.
She really is. And she is the sweetest cat I've ever met, honestly.
I won't tell Sky you said that.
I love Sky. Like, I think she's also very sweet. But Sky is also grouchy. She's definitely not like at people.
No, but definitely at like the other cats and shit, yeah.
Yeah. Aspen just doesn't care. She's like Lily was. She just doesn't care.
That seems to be like the way that a lot of our animals that are like soul animals are just don't care. Just kind of
They just don't mind.
Just do the things. Just go with it.
Yeah.
Let's do that. We'll group mass. There we go. So they're separate. Okay.
So why are we doing this today?
Why are we doing what?
Like what?
What's up, Nuggets?
Making boxy version of.
I'm just observing some of the forms and things like that and how they intersect and interact with one another. Just trying some stuff out. I've been doing a lot of this kind of stuff for my 2D work lately. And it's been helping out. So I just wanted to see how, if at all, it could translate into a 3D environment, you know?
Right.
And I mean, this is not going to be like the end of what it's going to be for today either. I actually have something that is very not boxy that I'm going to overlay on this in a moment here, actually. I just wanted to try to see if I could identify some of these forms. Ultimately, a lot of this stuff winds up being practice for everything as it is. So, even though I have those other assets and I am going to use them at the end of the day, I want to see if I'm able to identify some of these forms based off of some of the class stuff that I've been doing. So, like, just picking out some shapes here. I know that I've been just doing squares here, but just, like, seeing some of the things I see here. So, like, I see kind of, like, almost this rhomboid shape here, circle here, nice triangle. You know, obviously a circle there, and I see like a triangle here as well. Just these like little shapes to build out this character kind of thing. I'm just trying to experiment to see how I can do that, but in a 3D environment, and just incorporate those things together.
Yeah, it's sort of like 3D gesture.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a big part of it.
Could be a fun Halloween costume though. Very like
oh, the boxy and everything. Yeah, let's go straight Minecraft on it.
Yeah, there you go.
So, like, so now that I have this, save it, and then I'm gonna import a different thing here.
kind of enjoying the eyebrows just looking like a little angry.
Yeah. Oh, fuck you, eyebrows.
Yeah.
Let's just do 3D model, select file, because I have this as a base as well. Let's find this. Is it in here? Oh, did I get rid of it? That's awkward. Is it in here? Imports? No. Huh. What did I do with it? I forgot even where I have it downloaded at. I feel like it's probably in here somewhere and I just need to import it. Let's go back here, because that's how I made these things as well. Just breaking down a lot of these forms and all. So I'm just going to apply this basically to the stuff I was making. Okay.
Something about that reminds me of the Lion King.
Why? Well, it was actually based from a lion as the base file here. This is the this is the base file, so you're not wrong.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
You did what you intended.
Let's do. How do I have this set up right now? Like that. Bam. Okay. Let's do a group visible, and then here we'll group visible and merge down. That's kind of cool looking. It's not what I want, but it's kind of cool. How is the contrast, by the way? Is it like super punchy? Does it look bad?
No, it looks fine to me.
Okay. I'm just noticing on my screen here, it's looking a lot more like contrasty than it is on like the actual screen, so I didn't know if that was causing any issues.
I'm looking primarily at the stream, so I've got like 10-second delay. So I'm assuming you're talking about like the red and black, right?
Just all of it, yeah. Well, exactly. So that's like red and black for you, but for me, it's like a light pink and a light like darkish blue, I guess, or like a muted darkish blue.
Oh, yeah. No, that's like black for me. And then
interesting.
I could see maybe like a pinkish red.
Are you saying the body here?
Yeah, the body's like black. I mean, I could see the little muscle formations. Like they're pretty well defined.
Let's see. Let's adjust some of this real quick. So let's do a bright, and let's lower the contrast maybe a little bit because it might just be too punchy. Okay, and then we'll back up.
Oh, so you got your iPad to work?
Yeah. I just wound up paying for it. It sucks that I had to, but yeah, it's just, I don't know. I plan on using it a decent amount, so maybe I'll just fucking do this shit. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Not happy about it, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think any of this stuff is actually doing what it's supposed to do, though. I feel like maybe I had to restart it in order for actually to do the thing.
That's possible.
This is like maxed out right here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that looks the same. Okay.
To be fair, I don't think it really matters much in this case.
No, it doesn't. I was just trying to see if I could fix it, though. But that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. We'll just do that. That's okay. It also should be a dark user UI, and it's not. I really am, though, Nuggets, man. I'm having a good time. How's your day been going, dude? Oh. Okay. So I want to go back here. Let's go to this. Let's import I think this.
I've been informed that the last headphones I tried had a button that I had to push to allow the microphone to work.
Oh, nice.
I was not aware of that. They were not my headphones. They were his headphones.
Sure, sure. That's what they always say. What was it called? Is it this?
Aspen, you can't live on my desk right now. That's not okay.
I feel like this is not right. No. It's not. No. What was it? What was this one?
What is she on?
Oh, Smith V2. Okay. Let's just export this. Fuck it. Bam, export. Yes. 3D model, OBJ. Yeah. Let's drag that off there. Export. Save to files. On my iPad. There we go. There we go. All right. Let's do import. Select file. And we want this guy. There we go. Sweet. Let's fill the frame here. And I want this. Oh, did not import the groups? Oh, I didn't. Interesting. Auto groups. And, oh, not what I want.
It's all about the experimentation.
Shoot. Oh, not good. Damn. There we go. And we'll do group visible. Sweet.
I told you, don't go. When she jumped the wall. Franny. Franny,
That shit.
come here. Look.
Oh. Just trying to figure out what I need to do. Bam. This guy. So we have that appended. Oh. Small. Shoot. There you go. Shoot. Oh, that's not what I wanted. This boy long as fuck. Goddamn. Shoot. All right. Let's make it big. Back that ass up. All right. So I'm going to take this. Let's duplicate it. Turn that one off. We'll select this. Oh, wrong. Select that. Jesus. Select that. Fuck. Okay. Let's see. What if we just do... Oh, no. Okay. Wait. What happened? Oh, that's why. Okay, that makes sense. There we go. All right. And we will delete hidden. And then we're going to pick this thing apart. Auto groups. And let's do center. Let's make it smaller. All right, we're going to take this thing apart now. So let's turn on the thing here. Do that. Oh. Bam. Bam. Oh. Bam. We'll group visible. Do that. That. Group visible. Oh. There you go. That's already singled out. That's fine. Bam. That's one object. Okay. Let's do this. I don't feel like I need this. Yeah, I don't think I need that. That's fine. So I'm just going to delete hidden there. To divide. I'm gonna probably get rid of these too. I don't think I need that. Let's delete hidden. Okay, let's do this. Yo, shit don't stink. Getting a little bit closer.
I switched to the better headphones because theoretically they will do directional mic things better.
Lean a little bit closer. Roses really smell like boo boo ooh. I thought this thing had eyes. Am I wrong?
That what had I?
I thought this model had eyes. What happened to your mic? Sounds like shit now.
The mic sounds like shit now. The mic is worse on these headphones than the other headphones. That's interesting.
It's not good.
Should I switch back?
To divide.
That's a question. Should I switch back?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of hard to hear what you're even saying, dude.
Okay. And I switch again.
Okay. Lean a little bit closer. See, roses really smell like boo boo ooh. Okay, let's do split the parts. Okay. No, you really think yo shit don't stink. Lean a little bit closer. See, roses really smell like boo boo ooh. Roses
Okay.
really
So
smell.
this is better.
I think so. Say some more things.
No. I'm saying things.
Yeah,
things
that's
are
a lot
being
better.
said. That's so funny. These are like $30 headphones from Amazon, and the other one is like gamer headset. To be fair, it's an older gamer headset, but
Yeah, no, the other one didn't sound nearly as good.
That has moved from New York to Connecticut to San Diego.
okay.
The Jordan in here.
So they're just really, really old. Yeah. That's fine. Hopefully you just won't pick up much of what Dakota's saying in the background.
Okay. There we go.
The teeth that are left over just look really funky.
So you like to think yo shit don't stink. Lean a little bit closer. See, roses really smell like boo boo ooh.
See, this is fun for me because I can't hear your music at all.
Just know it's a bot.
Sure, I believe it.
Roses really smell like boo boo ooh. Where's my things? Does that mean this stuff is also not grouped? It is not. It's cool. I should have split to similar parts. That's on me. Okay. There we go, just like that. Merge it down here. Hannah and I have been watching Catfish lately.
Oh, I love that show.
It's great. I didn't realize how good it
so
actually
good.
was. Like, I thought it was just going to be trash TV, which I'm also down to watch, don't get me wrong, because I love just, like, talking shit about people with her, you know?
Sure, solid.
But I didn't actually expect it to just be, like good, you know what I mean? Like, actually shot in a way
No, it
that
really
feels,
is.
like, well put together, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's awesome. I always liked that show. Unfortunately, they just recently canceled it.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, but I mean, it was on for like, I don't know, like 15 years.
Oh, yeah. I feel like it's, I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I feel like it might be a little bit easier to be able to just, like, figure this shit out. You know what I mean?
Frankly, the show has been on long enough that people have learned from it in a lot of ways.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, there definitely are still like serial
Oh
catfishers out there.
yeah.
It's like a disease. Like there's just like some sort of mental illness that causes people to do that shit. What?
Look at him. That's so great.
Oh no.
You've not heard of the show? Really? Oh, interesting. Yeah, it's a show about catfishing. Like that's where the term came from, actually, funny enough. At least it's been coined very heavily towards the show. Even definition wise, it uses the show as the basis of it. But
Yeah, really? That's kind of cool. I didn't realize that.
yeah. And it's just basically people. I mean, are you familiar with the premise of catfishing? I think that's the big thing to figure out first. If not, then you are at risk.
I've been really into watching Wife Swap lately because I forgot how wild that was.
I haven't really seen that one too much, to be honest.
That was like after school special for me for a while.
I'm like familiar with the show. I just can't say I've seen a lot of it. You know what I mean?
It's all on Hulu these days.
Huh?
It's on Hulu.
Oh yeah, that's basically like all I've been watching lately is on stuff with Hulu. I'm familiar with the concept. So basically, the show aired during a time where it wasn't a familiar concept, right? Like even people meeting online was such a like weird foreign thing, right? Like nowadays it's a lot more common, obviously, right? You have people and you have a lot more accessibility to things that are designed for meeting people, you know? Even during the show's running time, there were plenty of the stuff like but like it was pre-Tinder, but other things were still there for like being able to meet people online.
Yeah, lots of MySpace and like AIM.
Yeah, a lot of stuff like that, where people were meeting, and so the guy who made the show, he met someone online at one point, and she turned out to not be who he thought he was talking to, so he got catfished, and that was a documentary that his brother and some friends made of his like experience with that. And it blew up to the point where he was basically able to pitch a show to MTV about basically just covering other people's experiences with the same thing. So
helping people suss out whether or not they were being catfished.
Yeah. So like, you know, they do research on the people. They do. They go and meet the person. Like they get an interview. They get a email from the person who's like reaching out to them to initiate it. And then they start looking more into the information that they have. And try to figure out like who the actual person is. Try to get their own information to eventually make it so that they can meet each other. And there's just a bunch of different things that wind up happening throughout it. It's not always what you wind up expecting fun enough. And, but it's made in a way that I originally thought it was just going to be like you say, kind of like trash TV, essentially, like reality show trash TV things. But honestly, I was really surprised with how like well put together it is, how, much they actually like it, how much it actually feels like they care for the people that they're talking to and not just here to like shit on them or make fun of them. Like it feels, I mean, obviously like a professional production, and it's really cool to be able to see.
Documentary was meant to be educational, not the show necessarily.
Yeah, it's not necessarily like an educational thing.
Yeah.
It's definitely more entertaining. Not really like an educational route that they're going with it, but it still is very like personable, I guess. Maybe
I mean, they definitely give you the tools to do it yourself, and it's not what they're doing itself isn't necessarily hard. A lot of the time, it's literally things like reverse image searching.
Oh yeah, they're like majority of the time they're just grabbing the images of the people that they're that are claiming to be whoever, and then just running that shit through Google Images. Like they show it on the fucking show itself. They're not like Bet was saying, they're not doing anything necessarily difficult. You know, they're not like pulling like crazy background information on the people that they only have access to through MTV things or anything. Like it genuinely feels like just a couple of dudes who are buddies just going around the country and like making a show. I don't know, you know, like
helping people.
It feels very real, I guess, because of that. You know, it feels very just kind of thrown together, but in the best way. Because
and it's like
not
super
scripted.
not scripted.
Yeah. Like I'm sure that there's a lot of scripted moments for sure that happen with a lot of it, you know. And you can definitely see it happening on the show. It's on the show. Like there's a couple times when you're like, huh, how did this person that they just now met already have a microphone on them? You know, that kind of thing. But for the most part, like a lot of it is not, and it's just really interesting interactions. And it's also one of the only shows that I've gone. I've actually stopped and watched the backtrack episodes, like episode rather, like the episode that's like, where are they now, kind of thing, right? I don't typically like watching those episodes of shows. Like I don't even watch that shit for Hell's Kitchen. It's just not entertaining. But the way that this one did it, like felt like I actually did want to know what happened to the people. So. Yeah,
I think one of the things that I always liked is that it's not always a catfish. Like sometimes they find out that it actually is the person, and that's pretty great.
Yeah, and like sometimes it's a really cool like works out thing. Sometimes it's like sometimes the people are really shitty. I don't know, man. It's just there's so many different scenarios of what happens on the show that it's hard not to be entertained by it, you know.
There are also just so many good memes that come from
that
show.
so many. It's great. It's phenomenal.
I remember finally getting to the episode with the one with the guy who was like, "Oh, I'm not gay." And
dude, that was
had a full relationship with a man.
It was such a like crazy episode. So the one that Bet's talking about, it's like this guy is going to see a person who he thinks is a trans woman or trans male. I don't know, whatever the lingo is for that, right? But basically, like dude to chick kind of shit, and he's like on board with it because he's like, oh yeah, because I really like this person, so like I'm willing to do that stuff. And the entire time, the people, the two dudes that are running the show, they're like asking him like, so are you questioning your sexuality? He's like, nah, I'm straight. Like all that type of stuff. It's like, but are you really though? To the point where they finally go and meet the person, and it's a woman. Like it's never like there's never been like transition or anything. It's just like woman from birth kind of shit. And she was just like, yeah, I wanted to do that because I wanted to find a gay best friend, and then I happened to like fall in love with you, so that kind of thing. And dude was disappointed. Dude, like she was a beautiful young woman, and I guess she was also like she was also a lesbian, but was like, oh, I never thought I'd find a man I liked, but did through him, and then he was disappointed because she wasn't a guy, but wouldn't say that either. It was just such a crazy fucking episode. Because at the end of it, he never even answers about the whole like questioning himself on those things, but like you know that it's there. Oh, it's crazy.
It was the I'm not
it's called
gay.
catfish.
You carried on a relationship online with what you believe to be a man.
Yeah,
you got me there.
It was great. It was just like just go, yeah, and then that was it. That was his whole answer. Just yeah. No, shit was definitely just like crazy the whole fucking episode for that stuff. But yeah, there's
real people.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels very genuine the whole way through. So I don't know. I like watching reality TV with Hannah because I like shitting on the people that are on it, you know, or just making fun of them or any of that type of shit like a normal person does. And but I don't know, man, with this show, it's just fun to watch what's gonna happen.
I will say sometimes it's just really sad because sometimes you're just like, why were you tricked by that?
Dude, sometimes, yeah, it's like, why were you tricked by that? Sometimes it's really sad. And then sometimes you're like, I don't know, you get like, there's so many emotions that you wind up feeling throughout the show. So like, we just watched an episode where it was a guy who was, he was into this girl or whatever online, and then he got with someone else, and she's like a really like decent person, right? But he's like, oh, well, I gotta see if this person's real, kind of thing. And they asked her about it, like his current girlfriend, and she's like, yeah, I mean, like, I'm not happy about it, but I also don't want him to feel like a what if kind of situation. But the whole time, like, they're just like, what? Fuck that. Like, nah, fuck that. You need to get some self-respect. Like, leave his ass and get some self-respect, because she seemed like a nice person, but then that's all happening. It's like, what the fuck, dude? No.
Honestly, I think it opened up the door for there's been like a lot of weird shit lately where women are like trying to trick their boyfriends into cheating on them.
Oh, that's not lately.
Like,
That's just like, that's been a thing for such a long
but they're
fucking
like
time.
services now. It's weird.
Oh.
It's
Yeah, I don't
like,
know.
why would you even want that?
That to me, it's super fucking weird for sure. Just why you gotta play games? You know what I mean? Like, why play games with a person in the first place?
People don't know how to communicate.
Yeah, that's it. That's all it is. It's just like, if you feel like this person's going to cheat on you, and then you need to either work out something that you have going on in your head, right? Like, if they haven't really given you any reason to believe that they're cheating on you, and you're just doing it just to do that kind of shit, right? Something's going on with you, like on a personal level there. If you can't just like have a conversation with them, and if you're just doing it because you're bored or some bullshit like that, like, that's just fucked. That's just super weird.
That's entrapment, and that's illegal.
Just crazy.
It is weird. I don't know. I feel like it's just more work at that point and more emotional labor at that point.
Yeah.
Just have a conversation. It's not that hard. Plus, if
Your ex tried to do that with her
really-
sister when we started dating. The relationship didn't last long after that. Yeah, it's just like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Honestly, that's so fucking weird. I don't know. People like that, like, obviously have like I said, they are either doing it because they're bored, right? Or they're doing it because they have some sort of trauma that they need to work out. Like something happened with another partner kind of thing, and they need to work that shit out before they can have a proper healthy relationship,
Yep. I just wish more people would actually like get therapy for themselves.
Yeah, it's such a good fucking thing. Like, that shit's so reassuring, in a lot of ways, that that you can talk to people about how you're feeling in a way that is constructive. I feel like there's a lot of people who are able to admit things about themselves, or like know why they might feel some of the ways that they feel, but they just don't know what to do with it after that. And I think that's the bigger problem here. Is like, yeah, you can acknowledge the fact that you are feeling upset about this, and it probably stems from childhood memory X, Y, and Z. But what are you doing about that now? Because right now it's just like coming out in negative ways that are affecting you and your relationships and everything. So what are you doing to be able to work on that? And therapy is such a great way to be able to do that, because you're talking to someone that it doesn't matter if they know things about you, because they have like who they like, they legally can't tell anybody, but even if they could, it's like, who cares about you, honestly?
They just don't have a stake in the matter.
Yeah, they don't. Exactly. And if anything, they just offer you better advice or alternative like ways to look at those things. They offer you such a pure third party perspective on the issues that you're having, and that's invaluable in so many ways.
Yeah, I had a therapist like basically just play devil's advocate to me all the time. Like, she'd be like, okay, you know, I know you feel that way, but have you considered it from this perspective, from her perspective, or from, you know, whoever I was having an issue with? And honestly, it helped because, you know, my friends are good people, my family, you guys are good people. Like, you guys are on my side most of the time.
Oh yeah, that's the thing.
And
It's like sometimes you need information that doesn't put the person who you're talking to immediately on your side.
right. Like, I sometimes need somebody to be like, okay,
You
like,
fucking up.
I barely know you. You're kind of fucking up a little bit. This is
Yeah.
how I see this situation.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with fucking up, but you got to be able to acknowledge that. And you also got to find people that are also willing to tell you that shit as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, it helped. I mean,
Hey, what's up, Bear?
I'm not saying that relationship is fixed, but it is less contentious. We can talk. We can have conversations now.
Mhm.
And that's nice. Heck, I'm staying in her apartment when I go to New York in a week. That's pretty insane.
What's happening with you, Bear?
I know you do this specifically because you don't like the feeling of clay on your hands, but it does make me just want to mold with clay.
I mean, that's fair. I like clay. I don't like clay. I like sculpting. I don't like clay. I was trying to find the word for it, but I just went with that. Yeah. I like sculpting. I like the idea of it, the concept of it, all that. But I cannot stand that on my hands. It fucks with me so bad.
No, I get it. I'm a sticky person. I can't stand anything sticky.
Yeah. Same concept, just different application.
Yep. There's this problem I have with making zucchini. When you peel a zucchini, it gives you this weird, like, filmy feeling to your fingers. I no longer do zucchini, like, removing the skin of the zucchini with my bare hands. Like, it has to be with gloves or I won't do it.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that one.
I didn't realize how bad it was until recently, and then I was like, oh, I can't do this anymore.
That's funny.
I also generally will avoid touching raw chicken with my bare hands. But
I know a couple people that are like
really,
that, though.
so I usually do the chicken. He'll cut onions for me and like other vegetables and stuff, but I have to do the chicken because he doesn't want to do that.
What the fuck is that? Was what? Zucchini? You know what zucchini is?
Is that called something in other places? Is it like eggplant? Like eggplant's aubergines, right?
This guy isn't from other places.
Oh, no, he just doesn't know what you're making.
Oh. I'm working on a 3D model for the otter character. It's in its very early stages, obviously.
It was giving giraffe neck attached to
Also fair.
otter head.
Yeah, it's obviously very much in its early stages. It's all part of the process, and the process is constantly makes you question your capabilities as an artist. So that's how you know it's a good process.
Is Hannah still wanting to get a dog?
Wanting to or willing to? What'd you say?
I said wanting to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just we just don't have the space. But if we did, then for sure. Space and maybe time. Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that part is for her. But
That's fair. I brought Isha to a doggy daycare 2 days ago, I think. No, it was yesterday. All of my days are off these days.
feel that.
But yeah, I took her to the doggy daycare because she needed to get her nails done, and I was like, oh, I'll just leave her there for the day and get some errands done. And she's so good. They love her. Like, every time we take her to a doggy daycare, it just goes so well.
That's good.
I'm so pleased that we, like, properly socialized her early.
Wish you
She's a
could do
little,
that. Do what?
little shit, but
This stuff right here? You can do it. Why can't you? You got your grandmother's 5-pound Shih Tzu. You can have that fucking dog. I really don't like Shih Tzus. I can't
is it
say
the
I
name on
generally
top?
don't like little dogs, because there's plenty of little dogs that I have enjoyed, and like I don't inherently hate the breed. It's just definitely per the dog basis in a lot of ways, but also I don't know, I just don't have as many issues with a lot of that stuff, I guess.
You know, I wanted a boxer because I missed having a big dog, and now I miss having a little dog. I miss having my little Boston Terrier.
That's fair.
There is something to be said about portability, man.
Oh yeah.
Isha can get deceptively small, but she's
Hey,
not
small
super
dogs,
portable.
way too vocal. I mean, again, I think it depends. I think it has less to do with the breed, more just like a raising thing as well, though, because a lot of the small dogs that I grew up with weren't super barky, and it's because we nipped it in the bud so early as well. Just gotta train it.
See, the aggressive thing is also dependent on breed. Like, I had a Boston Terrier, and honestly, they are just the sweetest little dogs. I've really only ever met one Boston Terrier that wasn't the sweetest little thing, and on her side, nobody ever trained her. So, you know,
You're talking about Dusty?
that. Yes, I'm talking about Dusty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't like that dog either, but there's a lot
I
of
never
reasons
liked that dog.
I didn't like that dog.
Yeah, I think that if anybody had actually spent the time to train Dusty, Dusty would have been fine. But
I don't
they
know. I
didn't.
mean, I guess, yeah, but like, I don't think you're wrong. I think it would have made it better, but I also feel like there were just a bunch of reasons I didn't really fuck with that dog.
That's fair.
Yeah, there's just not a lot of redeeming qualities. It's kind of like, I actually have no idea what happened to my grandma's dog. My Oma.
That's interesting.
I have no idea
Yeah,
what
I know
happened to
you're
that
talking
dog,
about.
actually, now that I think about it. But, like, kind of a similar issue where it's like dog wasn't trained or anything like that. And granted, I'm not saying, like, it's a bad dog or anything like that. But there's just no redeeming qualities of the dog, in my opinion. Like, I don't know, the dog wasn't cute. It wasn't soft, it wasn't cute. There was nothing that it did working dog wise. There's just so many things that's like it wasn't, I don't know, it just kind of, I don't know how to say it. There's no redeeming qualities to the dog. It was loud, it smelled, it was just, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I think the benefit of a smaller dog that is less well behaved is that I'm not afraid of a smaller dog that's less well behaved. But if a bigger dog is not well behaved, I'm more in fear of my safety. Like, I was afraid of Bobby because I was really worried that Bobby would hurt Lily.
Hmm.
Bobby was my roommate's dog, for those who don't know.
No,
And
Bobby was.
yeah,
You said
and
Lily.
she was. No, I didn't. I said Bobby.
Oh, well, I heard Lily. I heard you say Lily was my roommate's dog.
No, Bobby, Shinobi. It was
Well,
my roommate's
I
dog.
know, I was just confused. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
And she was like a Chow Lab mix, and she's just huge and is a dog aggressive dog. And Lily was a 15-pound Boston Terrier, and I just didn't trust it. I can't handle that as well as I can handle a yappy little dog that's a little annoying, you know? I'm gonna go see my first Broadway play.
What type of dog? Is it just a mutt bear?
So my first substitute position is a librarian position.
That's
I'm
fun.
excited.
It's a fun way to start.
I hope I get to read stories to little kids.
I feel like I'm missing something that I need here, brush-wise, but I guess I'll just.
You know, I love a pit
Can
mix.
I find it?
I think pitties are so adorable.
Oh yeah, I love pits. I love blue nose. Blue nose are my favorite.
Yeah. We have no idea what Isha is mixed with, but it's box or something. I want to get her one of those, like doggy DNA tests.
Hmm.
They're like $80, and
Oh, wow.
I can't justify that right now.
That's fair. You know, I don't know why. I feel like I don't know if I've had like amazing interactions with labs, but not for the reason you would think. Like they're not bad dogs whatsoever. I feel like a lot of the labs that I've met have been smelly. They're like really stinky. Did you sneeze?
I did.
Oh,
Sorry.
bless you. I don't know what that was. Yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of like, I don't know. It's just a lot of the labs I've met have just been really smelly. Like one of those like you pet and then your hand smells bad afterwards too. And they're like, "Oh yeah, I just washed them." And it's like, did you though?
I don't know. I feel I haven't been around them enough to really have that impression. The only one I really remember being around at all was my buddy Jason had labs all growing up. And I never had any problem with his dogs. But
What am I missing?
I don't know. I'm not a huge hound person because hounds tend to be like really oily and have that smell issue.
Yeah, hounds for sure, but that's why I was confused why the labs were like that. Most labs are outside dogs, get into everything, mud, water. Maybe that is why. I don't know. It's something that's always resonated with me as far as like this is why it feels like something I'm not as into is because of stuff like that. But maybe it's just because of that kind of stuff.
That's fair. There are a lot of golden retrievers up here. Really made me want to get a golden retriever. I think they're really cute. You want to give me the toy, Goofer? He's right there. No, don't smack me. Give me your toy.
I guess I'll stick with this for right now. I just feel like I'm missing something here. Let me throw on... Where's my lazy bevel? Let me throw that on there for gigs and shits. Wait, where's it at? There it is. Yeah, let's do that. Done. Cool. So that way I have access to these now in a quicker menu. Oh. There you go.
Bean. This is ridiculous. Ow! Give me your toy. Give it to me. She's feeling the late night hyper.
A little bit of hour of the crack.
Mm-hmm. Well, we've been going to bed at like this time all week. But she slept most of today.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to be right back. We have a sidekick channel in the Discord, by the way, Bear, if you want to post a picture of it.
I think he said he was going to do that earlier. Man. Oh, there, he's so cute. He's all furry. Oh, I'm just a dog lover. I love everybody. Oh, here, I'll put Bean in there. The one that keeps barking. Let's see. How many pictures? I don't have many pictures on my computer, which is a little ridiculous. I wonder where the long hair genes come from then. Is that like a lab thing? I feel like I'm not used to labs having such long hair. Bean, please stop. Oh, there we go. Okay, I just put Isha in there. Oh, that's fair. So it wasn't even necessarily from lab or pit. Man, if you rip my jacket, I'm gonna be really upset at you. Go get a toy. Where's your toy? Where is it? Oh, it just occurred to me that I used the photo that is my profile photo on Discord right now.
I am back.
Welcome.
Almost got it. I had to reach back and grok it. Had to go say hi to the baby.
So which cat?
The one with 2 feet. Oh, I got it.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. You have to choose the worst tug toy. Good luck.
How you, Keon? Let me take a look at this. Hey, that's a cute dog, Keon. Where's... Oh, that's cute. I like that bear. It just looks like a little homie. I like that little homie in there. What's your dog's name? Nose is definitely too small. I feel like I'm missing a couple pieces from this, but it's odd.
Only the best for our dogs, Bear.
Let's do... Let's take the mouth here and hide it. Where's that at? Is that this? Yes. About a 1K chair for my dog to sit in, evidently. That's it. That's it right there. I bought an expensive ass bed just for my fucking cat to sleep in it more than I do. Symmetry off. Bam. Oh, not this. Not what I wanted.
Just want you to know that you're really bad at keeping up a snap streak.
No, I'm good. I just, I can only do one at a time.
How can you only do one at a time? You could literally choose to send a photo to multiple people.
Yeah, but I'm not good at keeping up with it.
You take so many pictures of your cats every day.
What?
I said you take so many pictures of your cats every day.
Yeah, and I send it to you when I get them.
Just add an extra photo taken with the snap camera.
I just don't have the
Can
mental
you hear
capacity.
Isha in the background?
Yes, but it's fine.
Okay. She's mad at me because she can't find her toy.
Best use of money, that's what I'm saying. Nope. go. Get wider there. Select the nose. It'll let me. There we go. The fuck is that?
You're asking me if that's still Bean.
That's her? Is she making that noise?
Yeah. She's kind of groaning. Do you remember how Kirby used to do like the Chewbacca noises?
Yeah.
She kind of does similar.
It sounds like a person on the mic.
It's,
it just sounds like
it's
someone in
really
the background
not.
going, oh, like, it sounds like you're torturing someone in the background. Which,
really
I mean, if
not.
you are, that's fine.
It's
Just
bad.
like not on the stream because I feel like I might get banned for it. So
No, she's just upset because her toy is underneath the Papasan chair and she can't get to it.
oh well, why aren't you helping her with that?
Because she's obnoxious. And also, I can't really get to it either right now. What?
You heard it here
Come here.
first. She doesn't care about her dog.
Oh, I care about her. I
Nope,
just don't care
doesn't
about her
care at
toys.
Absolute monster here.
She has,
I don't like the shape of
invisible
that.
to me, at least 4 toys in this room that she
Get
could
some
play with.
base forms out here. Let's see. So this needs to come in. This needs to come out. Ow! There we go.
She is sitting on the Papasan chair, looking at me and making those noises. She's being very dramatic.
Did you throw a toy for her over there? or
I
something?
did.
She's holding over there. She can jump over when she's excited, but she can't get over the box. You trapped her.
I
Get
did
back,
nothing of the
motherfucker.
sort. She trapped herself. That is not my fault. I will move the box, but she is dramatic.
Get back, motherfucker. You don't know me like that.
I blame your dad for this, puppy. Extricate yourself.
Okay.
The
Don't like
dog's
that.
currently wearing socks.
There we go.
My dogs refuse to wear their booties.
Let's bring that back. Let's bring that in. Bring that out a bit. There we go. Hey, what's up, Yanni? Thank you, dude. Get back, motherfucker. You don't know me like that. I saw. Definitely need to mess with some of these forms here. How's your day doing, dude? What's up, B-Ryan? How are you? I saw. I hit him right dead in the jaw.
What was that?
It's me.
Oh, hello.
Oh, he me, right?
Hi.
How you doing, home slice?
I'm chilling.
Oh yeah. Have you gotten over your imposter syndrome for working on 3D stuff?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Let's see. Let's see. What does this look like here? A lot in more. Let's bring it forward, though. And then the eyes are definitely a lot more forward. Let's bring this here. And we'll drag this out here.
I think your snout might be like a tiny bit too long.
Yeah, it is for sure. Why are you all in my ear? I ain't trying to hear. There we go. Let's bring that there. Let me also just do this for the sake of being able to see things properly. Let's do that.
Fur comes later, Bear.
Huh?
Yes, about fur. I was saying fur comes later.
What?
Fur
Fur.
on the
Okay, yes. Is ZBRUSH on iPad stable? Oh, dude, I love it on the iPad. I've been really enjoying it. It's I used to use it a lot on the PC, and I still do. But when it's on the iPad here, I feel like I can just do it in so many more places, which means that I'm constantly able to work on my sculpting. You know what I mean? Like, I'm constantly able to just find time to be able to do it, which is the whole reason I'm doing here, because I'm at my computer right now, so I could definitely just like do this on the computer, but I'm practicing it on here so I can just stay up it on here. You know what I mean? Yeah, there is though, Bear. There are things to be able to. There are also certain things, by the way, Yanni, that are not in this that are on the desktop version of ZBRUSH to keep in mind. But for the most part, it's the same. There are things to add fur, but like Bet was saying, that is going to be a little bit later. And then also, the way I'm going to do it is not going to be like realistic fur, I guess. It's definitely going to be more of a stylized kind of thing. So it's going to be more of a sculpting thing rather than a simulated thing, I guess. If that makes any sense. Is it monthly sub, or can you buy it with just one payment for the iPad version? It's linked to your Maxon account, so it is unfortunately a subscription-based system, which I am not a fan of. ZBRUSH used to have a perpetual license that you could buy when Pixelogic was the sole owner of it, not Maxon, but they got rid of that a couple years ago, unfortunately. But you can get a really good discount on Maxon 1 if you are a student or a teacher. So if you're a student, a teacher, or if you know of a student or teacher that is interested in the products and are willing to share their license with you as well, then you can get a really, really reduced price on it, which is nice. Because it is very expensive of a software. However, it is also an industry standard. Like, I was a job came my way recently that paid a really hefty amount, and ZBRUSH was one of the programs that they wanted you to know how to use. So I know that Nomad Sculpt is on the iPad, and I hear great things about it. I just am so familiar with ZBRUSH at this point, and I know it has the capabilities that I want with it, and I'm not sure about Nomad. So I don't recommend Nomad Sculpt compared to ZBRUSH. I just feel like they probably are better at different things. I get a more casual sculpting vibe from Nomad compared to ZBRUSH. I just think that there's certain tools that ZBRUSH has that you don't really find with other softwares, you know? Yeah, see you later, Keon. Have a good one, dude. I'll catch you later. In fact, this new iteration of ZBRUSH just introduced tools for retopologizing, which is so nice. And I actually love retopologizing in ZBrush now, which is crazy. It's not like I used to do it in Blender, but like ZBrush, I really like the way that they have their system for it, if I'm being honest, which is so crazy because ZBrush used to be like, that was the one thing you couldn't really do in ZBrush, you know, was like proper retopologizing. Like you could do a good setup for a base of it for other programs to take the lead on that, but the new ZBrush update really added a lot of functionality for that, which is nice. Yeah, it's expensive, Yiani, but like you said, you can. There's definitely ways around it, or things that you can do for it as well. Also, it might depend on the iPad as well, as far as the stability is concerned. So I'm running this on an iPad Pro, but I can't speak to like standard iPad or iPad Air or anything. But the iPad Pro handles it really well. ZBrush has always been really notorious for its good performance, though. Especially for working with like higher poly models. But it's also got its own quirks, you know what I mean? Like, ZBrush as a program, it's kind of quirky. But, I don't know why I even started using ZBrush, for being honest. I completely forgot why. But it's so much nicer of a way for me personally to work in 3D that I've just been having a really good time with it. Like 3D modeling in Blender and all that is not bad. I'm trying to remember the word for it now. Not sculpting, but point modeling, I guess. Not bad. Helpful for a lot of things, especially for getting base shapes set up. I really like it. So like I'll do that usually for my hard surface stuff, especially like I'll go into Blender to be able to get a base shape setup for the thing that I want, because I feel like it's easier to navigate for those things. ZModeler is just not as effective for me, I guess. Like I'm not as proficient with it, I guess is a better way to put it. So using Blender to be able to do stuff like that, and then coming into ZBrush to bring it to life is really what I find to be its strength. That and good for like character design, prop design, stuff like that. When you're not needing, I can't even say that. I don't know. There's just so many things you could do with this program. I love it. I use this all the time. Why can't I select you? Make this small. There we go. Let's see. Let's fix the ears up a bit. So let's make this come out more. And let's see. Drag this over a bit. Out like that. I'm gonna...
Are you a fan of clear keycaps?
Clear keycaps?
Yeah.
Like straight clear? What do you mean? Like, I had the Aura keycaps for a while. I don't think I've really seen them. I kind of have semi clear keycaps right now, I guess. I feel like the problem is usually the material that needs to be clear. Is not a sound profile that I really enjoy. It sounds hollow. But it really depends on it, you know?
I sent you an image of my keyboard right now.
Okay.
And I feel like these it came with like a these like keycaps, like the clear ones came with my keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
I'd switched them out for like I switched out the original ones that came like on the keyboard for the ones they had an extra set.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like these keycaps make my keyboard sound weird and they're slippery. So
Yeah, that's another thing is like, again, just the material of it, it's gonna cause that to be an issue as well. It just that like shininess, that slipperiness. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it.
like the top is like matte, but like the sides are like slippery. But I feel like I've worn them down already, and I've only used them for I don't know. I feel like it's like
it's probably just bad quality, to be honest with you.
it's from Newfie, so
oh, it's from Newfie.
It's a Newfie keyboard.
I like Newfie actually, but I don't have experience with their keycaps specifically. I like their like as far as low profiles are concerned, I like Newfie. I like their low profile boards. And I don't really care for low profile keyboards, but I dig their low profile, I guess.
Mm.
That's the only thing I would really get from Newfie, and for me though, I guess personally, just low profile.
This is I think keyboard that you made me up on my wall right now.
Oh yeah.
It's like there, you know. I put new keycaps onto it.
Oh yeah.
That I got a while back. I like the what's it called? I forgot what the company was called. The Osume keycaps. Like Osume stuff.
Osu makes fun keycaps. I always wanted some Osu keycaps. They just look so fun.
I got the horoscope ones, and they were cute.
Oh yeah. I I was irresponsible. I just got myself a new keyboard. Fun enough. It was hard to turn down. It was really hard to turn down because the keyboard is so the keyboard is made of material that I really love, like truly love. It feels like the board was made for me. That's the best way I could put it. Let me see if I can remember what it's called. What email did I use to sign up for this thing? Oh, it was on Divinity, I think.
You got me into the keyboard like rabbit hole.
I know,
I feel
it's
like
a shame. What the fuck is this? Wait, look at this. Look at this. It's a grass keyboard. You can touch grass. Let's go, dude. That's fucking funny.
I'm like in the keyboard like rabbit hole now. I'm like I want to have like a little wall of keyboards.
I know, it's fun, right? Just a bad hobby to have.
I already got two. I already got two going, and then I'm also collecting mice too, so that's really bad as well. But
I love these switches. They look cool. Yeah. Oh, I have some keycaps that look kind of like this, where it has like this kind of like weird line thing in it. That's what I have right now that I'm using, and I'm okay with it. But yeah, the actual like the modifier keys are mostly like that, not the other ones. Yeah, no problem, Yanni. Hope you're having a good day, dude.
I think with these specific keycaps that they came with the keyboard, I feel like they're like better for just typing rather than me playing games on it. Because like I'm like pressing it and then my finger slips and then I accidentally alter something and I'm like fuck.
Oh, here we go. This is the keyboard I just got.
It looks sick.
Yeah, it's aluminum. So it's a black aluminum with a walnut front. Oh, here we go. That's good. And a brass plate. And I love brass. Like, I don't like gold. I like brass. You know what I mean? So the brass here, the walnut. I love walnut. I also love oak, but I love walnut. The black coloring is really fucking nice. I have a keycap set that's perfect for this. And to top all of it off, like 65% is my favorite layout. I like 65 over 75. Right now I'm rocking a 60% because it's the Wooting. And I like it. And I saw they did like a 80 or something like that, or I don't know. They did their own, like they did an upgrade version of it. I was like, I mean, I like it, but I also kind of don't at the same time. But this is like a perfect layout for me. I already have keycaps that are perfect for this layout. And to top it all off, it's a Hall's Effects board. So I can use this as my gaming keyboard as well, you know? Which is really like one of the things I was having issues with is like, I like the way that my board looks, but it's still not really like, it's not exactly what I wanted. And this kind of is. Like, Hall's effects aside, this is a board that I adore, and I'm excited to be able to get it. Very, very
I don't
excited.
know. When I wasn't like super into it like for a while. And then
What's
like
that?
and then I
Oh,
started
keyboards?
like the keyboards.
Yeah.
And then I started like looking into what you put into like what case you bought me for my keyboard. And I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, about like how nice it was.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
realize.
it's
how-
you
I
had a
didn't
really good
realize.
one. I'm not gonna lie, I like the font on here. I feel like that's something that a lot of keyboard like all that shit don't really do too much. Is play around the font. That's why I like Osu. No, what were we just talking about?
These are the keycaps I bought.
I forgot what we were just talking about for the things. Oh, Osumi, that's what it is. Yeah. That's what I like about theirs is that I like the font that they use on it. This is really fun to me. I love that so much. But looking at this right here, I can definitely see how that's going to be like smoothed out and just hate that feeling. It looks cool though. It definitely looks cool. It gives me cyberboard kind of stuff. I like these switches here. It's a fun knob. What is this board? Is this a
WH80.
It's a what?
Newfie WH80.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's clean. That's nice.
It's Hall effect too.
Oh, really? That's sweet.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I haven't really used a Newfie board, but I do like their low profile, like I was saying. Yeah, dude, this looks sick. I love this. This is super cool.
I don't see a difference between the only difference I feel when using this board over the Wooding is the software, to be honest.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair. That's totally fair. Like, I don't even know what the software is that I'm going to be using. I know it's not going to be as good as Wooding, but you know, it is what it is. I don't really touch the software too much as it is. I might not be able to do some of the stuff that I can do, you know, with Wooding software. I think that's the best part about Wooding, but I'm okay with it. It is what it is.
No, I think the the software isn't bad, but like it has all the bells and whistles. It has like almost every like feature that the Wooding software has.
Mhm.
So it's just like a kind of like a Chinese company, so it's gonna look Chinese.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I also looked into the case that you got me for my other keyboard, and they don't sell that anymore.
The case for which one?
Like the Wooding that I have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they don't sell it anymore.
Oh, you got a fucking collector's item right there on your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how much my first keyboard sells for now, but last I checked,
I ain't ever selling this thing.
Oh yeah, but
Never,
it's just more
ever.
of like a wondering what the value of it is, you know. Grid. What was it? The Grid 60.
Did Mechanics go out of business?
To what? Oh, Grid 600.
Mechanics?
Maybe. It's very possible.
Like,
There's a lot of
open
companies that have.
I can't open their website anymore. And even with the keycaps that you bought me, like that we died on a hill on.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, they just completely, the company just completely went like fizzled out.
Yeah, that sounds about right. There's a lot of companies that are having that happen right now because there was a huge hype for everything during COVID, and then it just kind of went away.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is what I have though. This was the first board I ever bought. I still love it to this day. It's still one of my favorite keyboards. It's basically like this shape, but you can have different things at the top. The top is modular. So you can customize it by having different keys up there, dials. Mine has a RGB strip at the top. It's kind of like this, except it's black on black. But dude, the RGB strip is so clean. It's so nice. I love it. It's definitely still one of my favorite boards. I actually have ceramic keycaps on it, which sound really marbly and really nice, but can't recommend it for gaming or anything. It's definitely more for just show at this point, you know?
Yeah. I think for this keyboard, I don't know. I like 60%, but I didn't realize how much I actually needed my function keys when I was playing my games.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And it sounds a lot better than the rooting though. I think the rooting like stock sound is not very good.
No, it's really shitty. It's really
even when you like mod it isn't that great either.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I have mine in like an okay spot, but definitely not anywhere near my favorite. Funny enough, what's funny is that my favorite board for sound and feel is actually also one of the cheapest boards I've ever gotten. It's the 𝐸𝐾𝐃 Aurora or something like that, 65 or something. I can't remember the exact name of it, but that's essentially the idea of it. And it was, the whole point of the board was that it was cheap, you know? And so it definitely lives up to that. But it feels so good. It's a, I think it's a palm housing. Like the keyboard itself, the case is a palm housing, like switches. And then it's a aluminum top, but the base is like that. So it's just, it provides such a unique sound. I love it so much. I'm gonna restart my ZBRUSH here. Getting a little buggy. Just like that. Oh, I wanted to add some eyes. That's what I wanted to do. That's right. It's looking like a happy little Mirai chipmunk right now.
What? I feel this keyboard that you got me is gonna be like passed down my generations.
I mean,
I'm putting it in my will. I'm putting it in my will that you can never give it away or sell it.
it's like the modern version of a cast iron skillet.
Yeah, you can't give it away or sell it. You can use it, but you can't give it away or sell it. It's blessed.
It is the holiest of keyboards.
It's like
actually, I think that's the name of my keyboard case I'm using right now is the Holy 60.
It's gonna be the family heirloom.
Honestly, I really hope that mine turned into like that. That'd be cool. That'd be sick. Would you pass it down, Bet?
I'm sorry, what?
Would you pass down my keyboards to my kids if anything happened to me?
If you wanted me to, yeah. Sure. I'd probably steal one though, because I still just
fucked.
Use,
that's super fucked.
You know.
But I'm dead.
Exactly. So you won't care. You'll be dead.
Damn. They come back and haunt you.
Yeah. And not in like a fun way, like.
Good, then he'd have to visit me.
Do I like iOS 26? So I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't have a lot of experience with iOS as a whole because I'm an Android guy. I'm an Android PC guy, so I don't have a lot of experience with it. I will say I'm not like a huge fan of liquid glass in a lot of ways. But
I went to the dark side. I'm sorry. I'm a traitor.
Oh, are you on iPhone now?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that's fine.
I think it just helps me a lot easier with my family because everyone uses an iPhone.
Oh yeah, well that's the thing. Like having an Apple ecosystem is actually really nice. You know, if you have like especially if you have like a MacBook and all that type of stuff, it's really cool. I just really love the iPad. The thing I don't like about the about liquid glass is just the lack of customization. I feel like I have. I personally really love being able to customize my gadgets and things, or just my stuff in general. I really like to be able to customize it. And I feel like with such a creative powerhouse of a tool like the iPad Pro here, that I want to be able to make it really mine. And I feel like I am so limited as far as what I can do because of that, you know? So there are certain things I love and hate about the iPad OS. But for the most part, this is still like my favorite tool that I've ever purchased.
I like using an iPad. I don't feel the need to own an iPhone. I think an iPad is a fun tool.
Oh yeah, I love this thing. Like I still remember my iPad mini, and I used to use that thing all the time, like one of the original iPad minis. I used it all the time, and I don't know why it took me so long to invest into an iPad. But I think legitimately it was because of ZBRUSH, like coming to it, that it really made me look into it. I also use Procreate a lot, and I really didn't think I was going to because I don't typically draw things, but it's caused me to start, which I'm very grateful for because it's helped out so many of my other workflows and everything now that I'm starting to learn how to do that. And it makes it a lot more accessible for me as well. Like, I don't really have any games on the iPad. I'm pretty much just using it as a tool to be able to work on like art stuff or productivity, things like that. And I think the problem is I didn't realize what I could use it for in that regard when I was looking into stuff for it. But now that I know, I can't recommend an iPad enough.
I mostly only ever use mine for school, and I also use it to FaceTime some people, but that's really about it.
I've had some Android tablets and a Windows tablet before, and I just don't like the way that they work, honestly. I feel like Android tablets always feel cheap to me. I have yet to find an Android tablet that doesn't feel like clunky almost. And then the Windows tablets, it just feels like the way that they do it, it just doesn't feel optimized for a tablet. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. I kind of wish that there was a non-tablet mode for the iPad for certain things. Like, there's certain programs I want to be able to use that I can't on the iPad, but it's not because the iPad isn't strong enough. It's because the operating system doesn't allow you to do that stuff for desktop uses. Because the hardware in it is the same as a MacBook Pro. It's just, well, at least like the iPad Pro, MacBook Pro, like it's the same chipset and all that stuff. The operating system just is different, and I kind of wish that there were certain things that allowed me to do some of that other stuff instead, or swap between them.
I think honestly for me it just comes down to the apps. Like there are just apps that are made for Apple that they don't allow you to use on anything but Apple products. And while I find that really irritating, there are definitely things like I like using Procreate. It's fun.
Oh, it's so fun.
But it's
so
not available
enjoyable
on anything else.
Yeah. It's really, really nice. I love it. I love using it. And like I said, I did not anticipate to be using it basically at all. I got it because it was like on my list of things to get, I guess. Oh, actually, you know what I originally got it for? Now I remember. The thing I originally got it for is that I wanted to work on the language stuff. And for the lore, I wanted to work on the language things. And I did do that, like, and I have been working on it, but I didn't realize how much I would use it for everything else as well, you know? Like, I use that shit for work now. I use it for just getting conceptual sketches out. I've learned how to do so many more drawing things because of it. Like, I never felt like I had that level of speed and convenience with like Photoshop, for instance, when it came to the actual drawing part. Like Procreate, I love for drawing and things. But Photoshop, it definitely is still good, and I use it for more like photo manipulation and things of that nature. That Procreate does not do as well at, but for drawing alone, it's so fucking nice. I really want to get I wanted to get Alex a fucking iPad mini, just so because like he loves drawing like on his phone and shit. And I'm like, man, I'm telling you right now, I can't even explain to you how much I feel like his art would just blow up if he started using Procreate, you know? Just because of the availability of like brush customizations, the fluidity of being able to use that, the convenience of just having it like, that's why I was saying like the mini, you know, the iPad mini, just having, because if he's already used to drawing on his phone, right? So having just something right there with him to be able to just start doing stuff, I just feel like it'd be so cool.
Is the mini stylus compatible?
Yeah. Yeah. It's you can use the Apple Pencil Pro with the mini.
Nice.
Yeah. It's not like, so the mini obviously is not very powerful in comparison. So you're a lot more limited in a lot of ways, but for it just to be a quick like sketch pad kind of thing, essentially, you know, and then upgrade later kind of deal, I feel like it's super worth it.
Huh. Super off topic, but there is a possibility that maybe there's going to be a Firefly reboot, like with Nathan Fillion.
Interesting.
I hope that happens.
That'd be cool.
See, I'm down for extensions. I'm not down for like full remakes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I wish they had Procreate on Mac so I can back up and preview my Procreate files saved in .procreate on my MacBook. I know you can open up .procreate in Photoshop, and you can also import Photoshop files into Procreate. I think there's just some like compatibility things that might not always translate, but yeah, I didn't know that you couldn't. There was no like Mac thing for Procreate. I realized that was just iPad.
I didn't either. I also liked that Procreate was just a one-time fee. So like the
Also
fact that
true,
I don't
yeah.
do a whole lot of digital art is okay because I paid for it and I have it and I can do it whenever I want to.
Yeah, exactly. I love that too. That's definitely like an issue with stuff like Photoshop and ZBrush and all that, is the fact that you do have to pay to be able to use it. But that's also why I don't use Maya for 3D and I use Blender. It really just comes down to not wanting to spend the money to be able to do it, because it is just so much more of a cost, and I feel like almost like a pressure to have to use it because of that, you know? Less for Photoshop and shit, but that's mostly just because I use it for work and shit, so I just know when I need it kind of thing.
See, I'm terrible because I'm just like a principle of the thing kind of person, where I'm just kind of like, I won't use this because they've got the subscription, because screw them. Not a good way to be always, but that's just how my brain works. I'm definitely getting less phone calls today now that I've accepted an offer for tomorrow. I'm still getting phone calls for like future dates, but it's better than the 40 something calls I got yesterday.
True. PSD files mess up text alignment when you import them into Procreate. Oh, that's fair. Yeah. You have to like export it as outlines or whatever the Photoshop equivalent is. I forgot. Would rasterize it, I guess. Yeah, there are a lot of things I wish Procreate was better at or add feature wise, and a lot of it really has to do with the ability to customize text. Like, I would love to be able to use Procreate more to for graphic design stuff. I deadass would probably buy Procreate if they made a graphic design focused version of it, you know, kind of like how they have Procreate Dreams where it's the animation focused one. I would probably buy the graphic design focused Procreate. Something focused on vectorization and things of that nature, because like they have Illustrator, and I have Adobe, so I have Illustrator, and they have the app, but the app is so bad, dude. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, Photoshop and Illustrator on the iPad, straight doo-doo. It does not feel good to use. I usually just get more frustrated with it than anything. It doesn't feel very well optimized. Performance-wise is kind of not great, and this is coming from someone who has, like, not a maxed out iPad Pro, but, like, a decent iPad Pro, you know? The upgraded RAM iPad Pro, and it still feels kind of, like, bad. But also, it doesn't feel like the experience is that good either. Like, the buttons or the layout for that type of shit, it's just not great, which is a shame because I use that stuff all the time, so it'd be really nice if I had something more on the go for that. That's honestly where probably I get my biggest like hit or miss stuff is like, I really love my iPad. It's so close to being something that I can replace like a laptop with, but not quite. And that's what annoys me, is like, it's so close to being there. And I'm sure that that's on purpose, so that way it doesn't, like, it would suck if Apple made their own laptop obsolete. But, man, I would love it if, like, the iPad just had a little bit more capability in certain areas. Or at least optional capabilities. That'd be nice. Well, like, I'm working on a logo design right now for work, and it has to have text on it, and I can't really do the things I want to do with the text on it in Procreate because they just don't really have, like, good alignment things for it. Maybe it's something that they'll add at some point, but they don't have it now, you know?
Hey, May, and there also may be stuff that other people have created to make it easier.
What?
There are a lot of people. I'm sorry, I don't know if you're hearing Dakota in the background. A lot of people may have created like tools to help with that. I mean, Procreate is editable.
Yes, but there's certain things that just feel like they should be like a native thing built into it kind of deal. And I kind of wish that not to say that Procreate should be open source, because I don't think it should, but I do feel like there should be some type of mods that you could do for it, you know, kind of like how you can do actions and stuff with Photoshop and plugins. It'd be really cool if you could do plugins for Procreate. I feel like there's a huge market out there for that. And I would love to be able to import plugins to be able to help out with things. That would be so fucking cool. Because it would just bring so much functionality to Procreate that would make it an absolute powerhouse, and they wouldn't even have to like necessarily manage it, you know what I mean? Because it would just be community driven, which is how you get some of like the best tools out there in the first place. It's just through community driven things.
Hey man, maybe you should email them and get some sort of partnership going.
Yeah, that's it. Also, how you doing, Omega Feather? What's up, Tortuga? Yeah, the iPad's great. I love it. It's probably my favorite device.
Also,
I've been kind of vibing with my Kindle lately.
Say again.
I said I've been kind of vibing with my Kindle lately.
I feel like I don't know. I have a really hard time with I feel like part of me would like a Kindle, but also another part of me is not only saying, well, I have an iPad, but also I don't feel like I would read with it because I've had like other e-readers kind of like that, and I just not like, I don't know, it just doesn't work that well for me.
So the biggest benefit for me when it comes to a Kindle versus like a book, because you know I'm a big book lady. I like my books.
Yeah.
Is that first of all, it's more portable than books, and second of all, it's lower brain input than like using my phone or a tablet.
Oh, I definitely can't use my phone. That's just not going to work.
It doesn't work for me. It's too much brain input. There's too much light. I have a Paperwhite, so it's basically just paper with a small amount of backlighting on it. And for me, that's great. Yeah. And like the one tablet you have.
Yeah.
That reminds me of it a lot. And it's just better for my brain, which is great when, Borg has been going to bed really early, and I like to be in the bed with him, but I'm not ready to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's great for me to read on when he's sleeping, because it's not going to bug him. Yeah, so I have been bugging him to get me a reading light, because I still have other books. I need a book light. But I don't know. It's just kind of nice to have,
Oh yeah, that's fair.
And I'm not the most device heavy kind of person. I still just have a laptop.
That's fair. How you doing today, Tortuga?
It might be because
whoa,
I'm younger.
That was weird. I was about to say, what happened to your mic? It sounded so much better. What the fuck?
It might be because I'm a lot younger, but I feel like technology has taken over my life. I cannot live without it.
How old are you?
23.
Okay, you're not that much younger. That's okay. I don't know. How big of a generational difference is there between 26 and 23?
Pretty substantial, I would say.
Is there?
I would say. I mean, like, even just what
I was born in 2002, so I feel like I grew up having just technology thrown at my face. I was holding a tablet when I was 2 years old. So
yeah, you see, that's a huge generational gap at least for me.
You and I were raised like 90s kids for the most part.
But even then, just again, for not even just the way that we were raised, but also just technological gap here, right? Think about it. When it came to technology stuff, I distinctly remember the first time on the school bus that someone had an iPod Touch, and how crazy of a thing that was. And the only things that, and we all gathered around this kid who had the iPod Touch, and the only things that they had on there were there were 3 different things that he had on there, I think, if I remember correctly, because some of the other stuff came later. But it was a game where you would toss a piece of paper, a crumpled up piece of paper, into the trash, and there was a fan that would blow in a certain direction. You had to try to make it every single time. There was one where it was beer in a glass, and you could use the gyro for the thing to make it look like you were drinking beer. And then there's one that was just a stapler. You hit the button and it would make a stapler noise, and it would just it just counted how many times you hit the stapler.
I remember playing Fruit Ninja.
Yeah. I mean that came so much later for me. You know what I mean?
It did.
So even Tap Revolution came so much later,
Oh, I love Tap Revolution. That was shit. You're bringing some childhood memories right now for me.
I was on Reddit recently, and someone did a thread about how early is too early for social media for kids. And I don't think I was allowed to do anything until I was 13. And even then, it was super limited. I think it was Facebook. And it was you have this so you can play this farm game with your grandfather because he's lonely.
I remember living on MySpace.
You see, I never had MySpace. I never had MySpace. I just never got into that part of it. I was into social media a little bit, and then I kind of just stopped. I just stopped being involved with it, I guess. I think I also just heard so many horror stories about stuff that kind of turned me off of a lot of it. So now all the social media I really engage with is on blacksmith oriented things. I don't really post any personal social media. I have a somewhat personal Instagram, but it's pretty much just for me to post my photography to.
Yeah, you never look at my reels, man.
Yeah, no, I don't really go on Instagram.
Eesh. Are you kidding me?
Like, I don't know. I used to post on there more, so I would be on there, but even then I wouldn't like be on there. Like I wouldn't scroll Instagram. I don't think I've really ever scrolled Instagram. I think I did for a little bit when I was trying to get like inspiration for graphic stuff, but then I found Pinterest, and that's kind of like taken over the inspiration part for me. That and ArtStation.
I get kind of bored on Pinterest, I'm not gonna lie. I have one, and I do scroll it every once in a while, but I get bored.
I love it for pulling reference images for me to be able to work on projects. Like that's how I got a lot of these images for this project. Is just I just find a bunch of images, make a bunch of boards for things. Appreciate it, Blue Shell. Hope you're having a good day, dude. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. Shoot first.
Oh, man.
What's up?
Isha tore up
Oh,
3 toilet paper rolls.
3? Wait, wait, she what?
She tore up.
Oh, I heard threw up.
Tore up.
Yeah. No, it makes sense now. I thought you said threw up, like she ate 3 toilet paper rolls. I was like, God damn, 3? Ash is kind of pissing me off lately because 𝐙𝐿𝐿𝐾𝐇 is actually like trying to use the litter box, and then Ash will come over and just like fuck with her while she's doing it. So then she hops out of it because Ash is being a terrorist and shits on the floor.
Oh, baby.
So it's like she's trying, but Ash is being an asshole.
It's so upsetting.
Run from it, motherfucker. All right. Let's find some money in this bitch. There'll come a generation that believes humans never did anything art before AI. Thought that makes me sad.
I don't think so. AI is not that good.
I don't think it's about it being good now. I think it's about the future of the thing in the first place. I think that
Future of creativity is in jeopardy.
Creativity was already in jeopardy before AI. Kids don't read enough anymore. That's part of where we get our creativity.
Also an issue in education as well. Like recently, my school they moved to writing in class essays and by hand and no typing because of it.
Yeah, I did that with my students too because they were cheating constantly. I was having students turn in essays that were written 100% with AI, and like it was so glaringly obvious.
But it's really obvious. It's like it's really easy to tell if they wrote it themselves or not. I mean,
you see, I feel like that's where like I run into a bit of conflict with my thought process when it comes to kids as well for things. Like, I don't want my kid to be illiterate technologically speaking, but I also don't want them to be either addicted or like have no other thing going on, if that makes any sense. Not no other thing going on, but like not also experiencing the physical, you know? Because I feel like you just got to have that balance.
Yeah, I think what really helps with that is making sure you have things like screen time limits, making sure that you are there to monitor your kids when they are on the internet.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing.
Right, and making sure that they understand that you're monitoring them not because you don't trust them, but because you don't trust other people.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, you can say a lot of that. I think the hard part is also getting that to be understood properly, because at the end of the day, you know, you can say that to an adult and that makes sense because there's that world experience, but inherently there's a lot of like doubt for a lot of that stuff because of just the way it is. You know, it's the same as I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. Like that's a real thing, and it makes sense a lot more to me now, even before having a kid. You know, but like as a kid, you know, you heard that and you're like, oh yeah, sure, you're not mad, you're disappointed, but you're definitely mad. You know what I mean? Like not having that level of depth of understanding.
But I think part of that was a lack of explanation. Like you can't just say that, you have to explain why. You know?
Oh yeah, no, it's become like generationally, especially one thing that is not discussed enough with younger generations is going into the why of things. You can't just say do this thing really anymore. So a lot of people are taking that as disobedience, and not to say that they're necessarily 100% wrong, but there is, you know, no one's really looking at the reason for it, and that's because we especially because of technology, you know, we're and that immediacy of information, we're able to figure out the why of things so much, you know what I mean? And that's a question that a lot of people are being like promoted to ask is why, right? So when you're not giving them that why, they're going to get frustrated and probably just not wind up doing the thing because they're like, well, if you're not even giving me the why, then I'm not going to do the thing. Like because they have the why for other stuff. They don't have the why for that. So they're going to be like, okay, well, I know why me doing this thing, for instance, is going to affect something. I don't know why that's going to or not going to. So I'm just not going to do that thing, you know? And you can't really just use threats or any of that stuff either, because it just doesn't work. And it kind of trains in like a bad mindset of things.
Right. I will say, you know, there are certain things that our parents did that I really respect and probably will do. For instance, the understanding of a baseline of respect for all people.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah, for sure.
You know, I think that so many kids these days think that adults have to earn their respect. And that's really frustrating because all people should just have respect to start with. They can lose it. They can lose
respect is the right word, though. I think that there's a certain level of decency maybe that you should show your fellow man kind of thing. But I don't know. Respect is just a different level, I guess, for me that I just don't agree with. I feel like there does need to be more of a... Well, here's the conflict, right? Is that there is a certain level of respect your elders, right? Especially in the sense of, you know, there's just more experience there. But there's also so much stuff out there that counteracts that in the way of like, well, elder people are also the reason for, like, the elders are also the reason for a lot of the issues that are happening kind of deal. You know what I mean? So
there's a difference between respect and reverence, though. I don't think you necessarily need to revere your elders, but I do think you need to respect them as humans on an individual level. Again, not as like a group, but as an individual. You know, like I may disagree with a person on their beliefs or their policies or something, but I'm not going to go up to them and start like throwing curse words at them. There's a level of like just being a, like you said, decent human being and being kind until they have given me reason not to be, you know? And I don't think a lot of kids have those skills. Like if you come into a classroom day one and you're cursing out your teacher and are not listening to anything that they have to say because they haven't earned your respect, then that's a problem, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like for that. I just don't know. I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like in certain ways, maybe at least for me, just word choice is just not, it's not the same for me, I guess. I don't know. It just might be more of just what that word had meant for me through my stuff, if that makes any sense. I feel like that's just where the disconnect is coming in more than that part of it. I think there definitely needs to be more of a sense of what's the word I'm looking for? Almost like this isn't really like the right thing to say for it, but essentially almost like an inward reflection of oneself that you teach your kids as well. Because I feel like that's another thing that is a big issue for that stuff. One of the things that I feel like is not emphasized enough on maybe is just that golden rule of treat others how you want to be treated kind of thing. Because a lot of people will just treat other people like shit when, but then expect them to get like, you know, royal treatment in return. It's like, nah, dude, you're being an asshole.
Here is what I will say. Empathy is something that is not something you can teach. It has to be modeled, if that makes sense. So when it comes to a lot of kids, if they're not
okay, that's a good word for it. I'm sorry, not to cut you off, but that is a good word for it. Being polite, not respectful, but polite. And I feel like they are different things for me.
Okay, I mean that's fine. As long as the concept on the explanation is still explained correctly, if that makes sense.
I feel like respect inherently has a almost position of authority in association with it, and by placing that as an automatic position of authority, even though it might not be incorrect for the environment that they're in, like a school for teachers and things of that nature, I still feel like you're naturally going to get that sense of opposition because there's so much of a natural inclination to oppose authority, especially with the way that a lot of media is portraying such authorities. You know what I mean? And that's what kids are growing up with that.
Because I always tell my students, like, hey, I expect you to respect me because I respect you.
Right,
like,
but that's but like what you just said there, like it's not even about a respect thing. It's just being more of a polite kind of thing. Because respect is one of those things that, I don't know, respect for me is an earned thing. It is something that is earned. I'm not going to automatically respect what you have going on for any of that shit, no matter who you are.
Well, see, but for me, politeness has a connotation of fakeness because I can be polite to somebody I can't stand, but it doesn't mean that I have any sort of like positive feelings toward them.
Well, yeah, but I don't think that you need to inherently have positive feelings toward people either. I think that there's a lot of situations where if you just have an inherent positive feeling towards someone, or just like literally anyone, that you're going to get taken advantage of. And I mean, that just opens the door for other issues as well. So that's why I feel like there's that level of politeness of just like treating another person as a person is not necessarily a respect thing. It's just more of a Yanni was talking about, more of a politeness, you know, like I don't really like some of the people at the office that I work at, but I'm polite with them because it's just, you know, it's a good thing to do kind of deal.
Sure.
But I don't necessarily have like a respect for them. And the same thing when it comes to like, so for me, obviously I'm looking at it very militaristically in the way that I had respect instilled in my shit, right? And for me, it was just very much I'm not going to inherently respect someone just because they have like a piece of Velcro that is more expensive than mine. You know what I mean? Like on their fucking uniform. Like that's the way that they're like, you're trained to be, but I don't acknowledge that. For me, it's still very much you have to fucking earn that shit. I don't give a fuck who you are. General down to private, fucking earn that respect for who you are kind of thing. Because that's just what you should be doing as a person. I think the problem is that when you have inherent respect, it's abused in a majority of cases.
See, but that's why I don't think it's inherent. I think there's a base level. There's a difference.
Is that not inheriting? Even a base level is inheritance?
No, because you can lose it. You know, like if somebody is,
you can lose inheritance though.
Okay, I think we're saying different words.
Hey, what's up, Jesse? How you doing, dude?
I said inherent.
Oh, yeah, I heard inherit.
No,
like you inherit the thing. I was like, well, how is that different from? That's like you're just saying the same fucking thing.
I think politeness is mostly about social behavior and manners. Like you say please and thank you. You don't interrupt people. You hold the door open for people. Respect respect is when you is how you value a certain person. Like
Yeah, I can dig that. Yeah, it's more about the value.
that's what I see it as. Like like I respect you because I like what you're doing. I like how you like carry yourself and well, you're my friend, so I have like that respect for you,
Right.
and I value you as a person, right? So,
but if you're just meeting someone, you don't have necessarily respect for them. It's more of just like like you kind of said, you're carrying yourself in a social way that is, I guess, more in that polite kind of standard. It's more of just a social, a relative, like a correct social standard, you know, in that kind of in that way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's just a difference in semantics more than anything else.
Oh yeah, well, I
Opinion
mean,
wise.
I agree. It's definitely just a semantics issue. I just feel like that can like cause some confusion for kids who are breaking things down all the time. You know?
Sure. I mean, well, like I said before, you know, I think those kinds of things are related to empathy as well, and empathy is something that is modeled. So showing kids like, you know, when I say to my students that I respect them, it comes in forms of I don't lie. I don't lie in daily life. You know this. So why would I lie to my students? You know, I try to be very, very frank with them, very real. But I also am very aware of who my students are on an individual level. So I'm not going to like, you know, some kids need a push. Some kids don't need a push. Some kids need more time, that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that that is respect, is showing that you care enough to learn about somebody, you care enough to put effort forth to be polite and to be, you know, attentive, right? And I think, frankly, that teachers and others, certain other authority figures, do deserve a baseline level of respect that can be lost. I'm not saying it can't be lost.
Oh, I'm not saying. I mean, I don't think that anything that is gained can be lost per se. You know, but
can or can't.
I can't. Like, I don't think anything that is gained, just means that it's just there now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Like
No,
it's not indefinite.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you on that. I think it's one of those situations where there's so many. It almost comes off as a demand, though. You know what I mean? Rather than just this is like a thing that feel like it should be. It comes off more demanding, like Eric Cartman, you know, respect my authority. You know?
Yeah.
It's just that's how it comes off when it comes to being a kid in those environments, especially. You know, it's like.
I know, but it can be very frustrating because I feel like that's
for sure. I'm not saying it's even an easy thing.
Issue.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely not an easy thing. It's also not the place of the teacher, even though they're the ones who have to deal with the kids more than the parents half the time, for sure. Like I don't think that the way that the current system is working, right? I guess I'm just trying to figure out what would be a better system. Which is why I feel like the semantics are kind of important to be able to like teach properly.
I think all parents should be legally required to have parenting classes.
Yeah,
That's a belief of mine fully.
The only problem with that is that then it becomes a government program, and
I get it.
People are just going to be there
that.
just to fulfill the needs and move on.
I just think that there are lots of people having children just because they like the idea of having children, but not with the knowledge of how to actually raise a child.
Yeah. Most insightful ZBRUSH video ever. True. This is kind of what we wind up doing majority of the time. It's just like, yes, we're doing this. Yes, we're playing Battlefield. Yes, we're doing all these things, but in reality, we're just kind of talking about shit. This is also why this is the stuff I wanted to do for the YouTube channel, you know, in the sense of just wanting to switch over to having more of these kind of conversational things. Because I feel like we don't have a lot of people here, let's be real, but you know, I feel like the people that we do have here, a lot of the times whenever they're hanging out, maybe they're putting on a game that they're playing, and they kind of just have the stream on in the background anyway. It's mostly just to hear the conversations that are being had And I feel like if turning these into YouTube videos was the way to go for sure. The problem is that like how natural these conversations are right here. It's so hard for me to be able to capture that kind of essence in a recorded environment, you know? Like
especially short form.
yeah. Well, no, that part is just an editing trick, you know? Short form is just really just like an editing side of things. It's just like cutting it up in a way that instills a level of interest, you know? Which I understand how to be able to go through and do that. The bigger issue is like I set aside days for C and I to be able to have our recording sessions. And it hasn't really been going great, but it's not because of anything he's doing. It's because when I'm trying to record like my thoughts on a thing, whenever I'm just here in stream and I'm futzing around and doing stuff like this, I get my ideas. I'm able to almost communicate it better because I'm like fidgeting with stuff and doing this right. But even if I just set up like bullet points for myself to be able to discuss, I feel like it still doesn't come off very natural. And it comes off like I'm reading a script, which I really don't want to have happen.
Do you just need like a chat partner?
Maybe. And that was part of what like C was going to be for the channel as well, is just be that chat partner. But essentially it's like almost having almost like podcasty kind of stuff going on, and then him adding some stuff for the video for it, you know? But we wanted to talk about things that were relevant in a lot of the gaming world as well. Because it's something I'm very into and passionate about, and I feel like I have some pretty decent insights for things, but it's about just trying to figure out how to record it in a way that feels genuine and not like I'm just reading off of a script.
Feel it. I mean, it can be kind of hard when it's mostly
I stream on Twitch at the same time,
Right.
Yanni. I used to stream on TikTok as well at the same time, but my computer can't handle it right now while also trying to record, so I just don't do that anymore.
You know, I've still never seen, but I feel like I really should for just like cultural reasons. Still never seen Freaks and Geeks.
You've seen Freaks and Gates.
No, you watched that with Mom. You guys didn't watch that with me.
We all watched it in the living room.
Nope. I was not present for that.
I definitely didn't just watch it with Mom though, because it was in the living room, and because I remember Sir saying a lot of the stuff about it too.
I don't know. It's only one season, so maybe I was somewhere.
I don't know. Maybe it was while you were, like Jenny Spring kind of thing.
Could be, yeah.
It's only moments I can really think of you not being there while we're watching something like that.
I went to sleepovers and stuff sometimes, and
yeah, but not for like I mean for an extended period of time that we could even watch a season of a thing, you know? Because even when we binge stuff, we still like didn't get through a whole fucking season in a night.
Yeah, because usually when I was away for longer periods of time, it was because you were at your dad's place.
Yeah.
I don't know when you guys watched it. I just know I was not present for it.
Okay, let's see what's going on here, because proportionally, things are not quite there, and I think it's mostly to do with this side angle here. I think the eyes are too exposed. I think this needs to come forward a bit.
I feel like his cheek needs to be a little bit more chubby.
Also that, yeah. There we go. Let's do this. Bam. Select this. Oop. Why are you not? Oh. Oh, that's why. Bam. There we go. Now I can do bam. Oh.
There.
There we go. Sweet. Just bring that in. And maybe rotate it more like that. Let's bring it in a little bit. There we go.
I tried to get
It'll look a little
peek
funky
in
until I
it.
mess with some of the other pieces of it, but
Oh.
go something like this, and then I'll have to raise the cheeks up into it some more. Let's see, that lines up here. So if I'm looking at the end, oh, the edge of the eye kind of goes right there. So I need to move it back to about here-ish. There we go. And then I need to move all this. The way I'm going to do this is hold, Control, and drag it this way, maybe? Is that going to work? Or is that going to be not going to work? Let's see. Let's do this. Doesn't seem to really be working that well. Oh, it kind of works. Okay. I can make that work. I just got to invert the mask. Then I can just shrink it down, I guess, a bit. Move it back a bit. Let's raise it up a little bit as well.
Yeah. Look at that run. He's passing? He's passing? Oh.
You playing Madden? What is Ford playing?
Trying to sneak it.
He is playing Rocket League.
Oh, that makes sense. Like passing? The fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, he's playing fucking Madden or some shit.
No, I don't know he ever really plays that.
Yeah.
I've never seen him play it before.
There we go. Let's do that. Let's raise this up a bit.
Sensitive mic I have.
Huh?
I didn't realize how sensitive it was. He's not even being that loud.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I mean, it's all good.
Eventually I'll get a better
already jumped on my screen and was like, wait
headphone
the fuck
set that's actually going to have a directional mic on it.
Hmm.
Isha, no. She's being a menace today.
Smooth this out a bit. And do this. Lower this down a bit, maybe. Hmm. Let's put that here so it's all connecting. It almost gets like cut off here with this section here. It gets cut off. So that's going to be this right here. Let's raise this up a bit so we can cut it off as well. Something like that. There we go. Bring that in here.
Oh. They were all up in that corner.
And let's lower that down a bit. Bring that in. I have to bring in these eyes a bit more. Oh, come on now. There we go.
You had to choose such a weird animal to love.
Huh?
I said you had to choose such a weird animal to love.
Yeah. There's just a surprising lack of references, which I find interesting.
Yeah.
Because I feel like people like otters, but there's just such a lack of actual references for them. So.
Oh,
There you go. Bring that in some more. Come on, you. There we go. Do that. And bring that in. I'm such a fan of myself. Select the eyeball here. Let's try moving it a bit again. Cool.
It was an awkward statement until I realized you were probably singing along to music.
Hmm?
I'm such a fan of myself.
Oh, yeah. It's not too shabby.
get it over.
And then just take this
Oh,
and
I fully thought they were coming in for like a big challenge.
smooth it out a bit.
Oh,
Take this,
hey.
smooth that.
That was crazy.
And
That was insane. It wasn't. I don't think that crossed half field, did it?
let me select you, goddammit. There we go. Oh, it was... Okay. That's why. Fair enough. Okay. I think that helped out a bit. Just seeing, like, this shape here. That. I feel like this probably come in a bit. You need to define that at the top of the eye going down. So it needs to be in more. So all this stuff needs to kind of go in more and then come out to here like that in order to be able to achieve that look. And then this needs to come above this. So let me get the inflate and do this. Yeah, see you later, Vianney. There is a bit, Yanni, by the way, for the reference image. There is. Not only is this a good thing to be able to learn how to do, though, is using the reference out without having to do that. But also, it's not as intuitive for ZBrush on the iPad, so it's not quite the same. There's a lot of ways to do that on the PC version, though, or the desktop version, rather. Oh. I think it's a good... I think this is probably a good stopping point, though, where we're at now. I feel like we are able to... We've definitely made a huge improvement from the initial phase of everything.
Yes, it no longer looks like a lion.
Huh?
I said yes, it no longer looks like a lion.
I think so. I think it's definitely becoming its own character now, which is kind of nice. Once I get these base forms set up in a way that I like, that's when I'm going to start going through and actually combining everything and making it more like the actual character I wanted to design for it. So right now, again, we're just pulling as a little closing here, we're just pulling a bunch of inspiration from different sources to try to figure out what we want the actual, to make sure it looks like an otter. And then from there, that's when I'm going to come in and start adding features that make it more particular to the design that we're going with. But I think that with all the things I've been learning from my classes, and actually taking the time to be able to find good references for things, that it's really come a long way from the initial inception of what I was working on here. Like, I think that it kind of like, if I were to open up the other thing here, we can kind of see here. Hold on, let me just select the eyes. So you can kind of see, like, this is where we're at right now. Let me save this real quick. So this is where we're at right now with the model, and I think that this is looking pretty decent overall, especially when you consider that we made this and before we were working with this, which I think is a pretty big improvement overall. I think the forms are a lot more defined and actually show the character better. So
Yeah, I maintain that one looks like a Five Nights at Freddy's mask.
yeah.
The other one is better.
But this one, yeah, this one, like, definitely has come a long way in understanding the forms and breaking that down. Like, I understand how to read a reference better now, which was really the whole goal of everything. So yeah. Either way, making a whole lot of progress. That's gonna be it for me, though. Thank you for hanging out with me, Bet and Rye. I appreciate you guys.
Absolutely. Bye.
Yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Peace, peace, peace. And that's going to be it for me, everybody. I hope everyone here had a wonderful time. I will be back next week on Tuesday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, our standard time. If you want to see any updates I have for the model as it goes on, feel free to check the Discord. I'm going to try to post some more stuff into there. I just got to get better at it overall. But yeah, I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your evening and a great rest of your week. I will see you guys when I see you guys. And until next time, continue exploring, Smiths.